Before we start off with today's video, I want to talk to you guys about my friends over at So Avant-Garde. So Avant-Garde is a place where you can go and you can explore a wide range of niche perfumery. So much variety. They have discovery sets, they have samples. They have a lot to offer for those looking to elevate their collection, those who are curious about other things, of other qualities, of other brands in perfumery. All right, so save yourself some money. Use my code DEDRICK10. DEDRICK10 gets you 10% off on anything on So Avant-Garde. All right, so I know a lot of people are really in love with the brand of Mind Games as well. So I got something for you too. You want to head over to Mind Games and do some discovery, do some searching, do some looking, save yourself some money by using Dedrick10 as well over at mindgames.com. All right, so head over there, see what you like, see what you're interested in. I recommend sampling. All right, and then you can get you a good feel if you want to make a purchase from So Avant-Garde or mindgames.com. All right, so y'all check it out. Let me know what you guys get into, what you guys like. Let me know down below in the comments, man. And happy exploring for sure. All right, let's get started with today's video. Smell Good family, what you're about to watch is literally the hardest video I've ever done. It was so hard to do this video. The list kept changing. Some things got left out that it's still keeping me up at night. That is not on this list. But I did the very best that I could. So I wanted to throw this out here before the video started. Most difficult video that I probably think I ever done. But let's go ahead and tap in so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. YouTube, what's going on? YouTube, what is going on? What is happening, man? Of course, it's your guy, one more time, DEDRICKHICKSJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. Smell Good family, hopefully everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know how we rock out here in this channel, man. Positive vibes only, all right? So today we are here, Smell Good family, for my top 10 pickups of 2024. And as I stated at the beginning, the intro of this video, it was really difficult to make this video, but we are here. We have our 10. We do have an honorable mention because I must highlight this brand as well. So I think it's, I think it's good to do some honorable mentions, man. Some things that deserve to be in the conversation, and we're gonna go ahead and kick that off. So let's begin. Top 10 fragrance pickups, things that I added to my collection of 2024. So the honorable mention, this brand, this fragrance in particular, which is my favorite from the brand, Nazar Fragrances. Shout out Terrence and his team and everything that they are doing over there at Nazar. But Black Leopard from Nazar is one of those ones for me. A very sweet orange, very like a cherry pipe tobacco type of vibe with the orange spices. Very smooth, very luxurious. This is stuff of royalty. God, it's just so good. I have the body oil to go with it as well, and it definitely amplifies the experience. But Nazar Fragrances, I definitely wanted to highlight. So many great offerings from Nazar. Panic Attack, Royal Paradise, King, Queen, Drip. So many great releases from the house. But I definitely wanted to highlight them before we got started today. So Black Leopard, Nazar Fragrances, definitely one of those ones that I wanted to speak on. Did not want to, show love to the brand of Nazar. I definitely wanted to do so, and that's why it is my honorable mention of 2024. So let's go ahead and tap in with the list, y'all. Again, very difficult to do, but here we are. Up first, from the house of Creed, and it was between this and Himalaya. This in Himalaya was going blow for blow, but we end up going with this because I truly believe that this is a masculine masterpiece. From the house of Creed, we're talking Royal Oud. I was so excited to add Royal Oud to my collection, man. It is literally the elite of the elite when it comes to the masculine fragrance. The spices and the woods and the oh my God, just the earthy tones and everything in this screams confidence, screams success, screams I know what I'm doing. That's what this fragrance screams. And just the blend of this is incredible. It is incredible, man. So Himalaya and this went back and forth, and I love Himalaya. I love Himalaya, but this made the list. So glad to have both in my collection, but this right here, man, it's just something different about this. It's something different about this from the House of Creed. Not gonna be for everybody. Sample, please. But for me, it's a no-brainer. We're talking Royal Oud. Definitely one of my favorite pickups of all of 2024. Great stuff. All right. Up next from the House of Mind Games, one of the dopest releases of the year. And the note of Royal Oud has me so captivated with learning more about it. And this highlights that for sure with a host of other great notes that I love from the House of Mind Games. We're talking Mentor. Mentor from the House of Mind Games, one of the more hyped releases of the year, and rightfully so. Amber, Plum, Royal Oud, and Royal Oud represents the clean, healthy part of the Akigala wood tree, the Oud tree, whatever the correct intellectual description of the Oud tree is. That's what I'm talking about. But the Royal Oud is such a difference in here. Like, it's a much cleaner, softer, there's a slight earthy dampness to it as well. But the amber in here and the plum and just a host of other great notes that make this beautiful blended experience is exceptional. One of the best that Mind Games has ever experienced. You want to dress this up. This is something when you're stepping out, elite level experience. This is a fragrance that could complement that, or wear it whenever you want. You know, you can do whatever you want with your fragrance, but that's just the mindset that it puts me in. Mentor, definitely one of those ones with the unique note of the Royal Oud. It is really, really great stuff. From the House of Mind Games, we're talking Mentor. Absolutely one of the most favorite pickups in all of 2024. Up next, fell in love with the DNA, and this is the one that really, I wanted to seek out and see what else was out there with this DNA, but this is the one that I was wearing regularly before I stumbled upon acquiring more fragrances that shine, through the DNA, and that's from the House of Ormonde. We're talking Montalbano Verano. Montalbano Verano, if we can get that in focus. There we go. Get that in focus. So Intensivo and Cuba and so many others from the house could have easily sat here, but in the climate that I live in, I wore this the most in the warm air. That grapefruit, it's a little bit more brighter. The tobacco is definitely something that gives it this unique play, this unique vibe, anytime, any place, anywhere. This is my favorite DNA. It puts, it's along the lines of how I feel about the Bleu de Chanel line, the Creed Invictus DNA. These are, fragrances and DNAs you can wear every single day. And Verano and Intensivo and Cuba and so many others that come from this line are great. But this is the one that kind of kick-started. This was my first bottle of from the Montalbano. I'm like, even though it doesn't say Montalbano on this, it is Montalbano Verano. But it is great, man. Glad to have it in my collection and the others. But this is the highlight for sure. One of my favorite pickups of 2024, or my Jayne's Montalbano Verano. All right. Up next, man, got to shout out the team over at Argos. Great year from Argos. But this fragrance right here called Instant Buzz, instant push in the community, and one of the better experiences that I've had in 2024 from the House of Argos. We're talking Sacred Flame. Man, incredible fragrance, man. Incredible fragrance, man. So many things going on here. It's amber, it's tangerine, it's peach, it's so good, man. It just mellows me out smelling Sacred Flame. It's so bold and boastful, very smooth. A lot of people love Sacred Flame because I think it's one of the ones, well, not a thing, it's one of the ones from Argos, in my opinion, that is going to travel out towards the masses. Christian makes some really complex fragrances, you know, that are, you know, a taste thing. You know, people with a certain taste are going to be willing to go through the journeys of a lot of the things that Argos provides. But this is one of the ones in the collection that is going to be an instant boom, because it's just, it's sweet, it's a little bit playful, it's super well-rounded, it's smooth. You know, it's just, I've never heard no one say anything crazy about Sacred Flame at all. At all. And it's just one of those great fragrances, man. And the House of Argos is just spectacular as always. But if you're wanting to try Sacred Flame and anything else from the house, save 10% by using my code DEDRICK10. Have the link in the description from Argos, but definitely one of the best pickups of 2024. Sacred Flame from the House of Argos. This stuff is incredible, long-lasting, great performance, very, very good. A lot of people are going to like how you smell if you're wearing Sacred Flame. All right. Up next, a Holy Grail, 10 out of 10, top 10 of all time. Fragrance that I was able to add to my collection this year. Very excited I was able to do that. And this is another gentleman's masterpiece, a gentleman's classic, another 10 out of 10 from the House of Roja. We have Burlington 1819. Man, come on, man. What are we talking about? What are we talking about with this? What are we talking about? Fruity, woodsy, musky, spice to it. There's this, you know, earthiness, this, you know, this, you know, animalic, kind of savetish type of complementary funk to this, man. But one of the more masterful blends of all time. This is a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. This is a gentleman in a bottle. This is, again, someone who knows what's going on, where they've been, they know where they come from, they know where they're going. Dressed to the nines, groomed to the T. You know, you're talking very fluently, intelligently. Just the highest regards that you can think of in life should be associated with Burlington 1819. And if you're pulling it off Burlington 1819, then you indeed have to represent that. No, that was a real deep scroll of a breakdown of a fragrance, but hey, this is just one of those ones, and super, super, super excited to have this in my collection, man. From the House of Roja. We're talking Burlington 1819, one of the greatest ever gentleman's masculine masterpiece for sure. Up next, this fragrance could get you in a whole lot of trouble if you're looking for trouble. And my wife let it be known what type time is always gonna be on with this fragrance for sure. From the House of Sospiro, we're talking Dolce Melodia. Man, I've talked about this in my experience of Dolce Melodia, my wife's reaction. My reaction is documented on the live stream that me, Tazo, and Ross did. And shout out Tazo, because of him, I know all about Dolce Melodia. And this is incredible. Fruity pear, citrus, vanilla, white florals, just ginger. It's amazing. It's literally amazing. And I'm not going to tell the story again because I've told it over and over again. But my wife was excited to get to know this fragrance off of me. I'm going to say that again. My wife was excited to get to know this fragrance a little bit more off of me. All right. So let it go. Let your mind go where it needs to go and see for yourself. One of the more sexier, attractive fragrances for the warm weather. And like I said, that fruity, sweet, floral combination is outstanding, man. And I'm so glad to have this. I was determined to buy this and take it on vacation when me and my wife were celebrating our anniversary back in August. I accomplished that, and I wore this out while we were out of town celebrating our anniversary, and she let it be known what it is when it comes to this. Great fragrance, great pickup of 2024. I love this stuff. Sospiro's Dolce Melodia. Of course it had to be here. Of course it had to be here. All right. Up next, you know, the House of Lorenzo, Pazzaglia. Am I trolling? Am I making fun of the people out there who are going to take their time of typing? You pronounce it this way. Enjoy the video. All right. From the House of Lorenzo, Pazzaglia. We're talking Artik. Butcher Senior here reporting for duty. Artik C. Summer Hammer gets the love. Sangria gets the love. A lot of different fragrances from the house get the love. If you love aquatics, this is a salty, cool, breezy, fresh, spicy, little green touches and facets of this fragrance. But it's awesome, man. It is awesome. It's like 3 million notes in this fragrance, man. This stuff is awesome. I also took this out of town on our anniversary trip, and in the warmer weather, it just kept on going and going and going and going. Had to scrub it off, man, with the shower because of the performance of this thing, man. So if you're into those salty aquatic, but this has a lot of different layers. So don't just think basic salty aquatic, because it's not. There's like this, like, just, you know, if you're on a boat and you're out there on the water and it's like probably, you know, some rain clouds and it's pushing off some, you know, some wind, they give that cool breeze. That's what this feels like on the sea. Cool breeze coming in, but you're getting that salty, fruity, fresh, spicy type of vibe. This stuff is, yeah, it's a trip, because that fresh, spicy element, you know, vibing with the aquatic tendencies of these fragrances and the layers of the cooling like mechanisms that's making this what it is. It's insane. I haven't smelled another aquatic fragrance like this. It's sensational, man. From the house of Lorenzo Pazzaglia. Talking Artik C. I could be trolling, or I could not be. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all, because y'all be having a good time helping me trying to pronounce stuff. For sure. All right, man. Up next, super happy to finally have a full bottle of this. I was blown away by a decant of this fragrance that I smelled live on a live stream right here on this channel. But one of the best Plum fragrances of all time. It's right up there for sure. It's right up there. It's fantastic. From the house of Scent of Woods, we're talking Plum and Cognac. Plum and Cognac, I customized my bottles to be ivory and gold. To tell the truth, all black features were sold out, so we went with this one because I didn't want to wait no more. Juicy, dark plum, booze, vanilla, spices. It's just fantastic, man. It's sexy. It's great for the fall. It's great for the winter and the cooler days and the cooler nights. This stuff is amazing. Again, fruity, juicy, boozy plum is the base of this fragrance, and it is excellent. It is excellent, and super duper happy to have it in my collection. I want to try some more things from the house of Scent of Woods, because if this is that great, they got to have some other dope offerings for sure, and I am going to find out. From the house of Scent of Woods, we're talking Plum and Cognac. Of course, one of the doper pickups for me in all of 2024, for sure. All right. Up next, let's go to the designer ranks in the designer world, and I got this for a birthday present, and this is the most complimented fragrance in my entire collection. Shout out to my sister Jocelyn for blessing me with this on my birthday. But this is the best version of Invictus that you'll find anywhere. It literally has all of them in one, and I love what it can do. From the house of Rabanne, we're talking Invictus Parfum. Invictus Parfum, see that gold trim up top to kind of differentiate with the other bottles, that engraves you know, edges on the design of the bottle. But this is Invictus. It's soapy, it's clean, it's fresh, it's salty, it's dense. It almost has like a little bit of like a boozy feel to it as you continue to wear it. But the main feature of this fragrance is the black soap accord. There's a black soap noted here that provides this different type of clean feel to the fragrance, and it is fantastic. 9 compliments in one workday. I wore this to work, and upon arrival till I went home, I was literally being complimented throughout the day. I've told the story before. I usually do my 6 to 8 sprays, and this got the job done. I love how it smells. Of course, it felt good to be, you know, highlighted and complimented by those who was able to pick up what you're wearing. But this is a compliment magnet, compliment beast. Performs great, great stuff from the house of Rabanne. We're talking Invictus Parfum. I love this stuff, and I love that black soap. That black soap note for sure. All right. Up next, got this for a birthday present as well to myself. And again, this is another one upon smelling it for the first time that I had to have it. It's special to me, and it's one of the best blue fragrances of all time. From the house of Nihilo, we're talking Blue Talisman. Now, of course, if you know me and you know this channel, Bleu de Chanel Parfum is #1 and #1 overall, even over this. All right, but this is right there. You got 1A, 1B. I love it. That pear, that orange, that akigala wood, the ginger. All around scent, very versatile. Any time of year, whatever you got going on, you want to rock it, you can wear it. It is fantastic, crazy performance. But like I said, woods and citruses and ginger spice, a clean musk. That's what you get here, man. Like I said, very versatile for any time, any place, and anywhere. And super happy to have this. You know, the conversation about this is, you know, a lot of conversation is people trying to break this down to be, you know, people are saying it's the greatest ever. I don't think that was ever the case. I think it was something that just resonated with a lot of people, and the quality was great. It was great. This is a smoother blue fragrance for sure. And like I said, the akigala wood, the pear, the orange, the musk, it's just done really, really well, man, for sure. So this is another 10 out of 10 in my collection. 1A, 1B, the Bleu de Chanel Parfum for the greatest blues of all time. But I'm glad to have this in my collection. I treated myself, you know, with this bottle, and glad it's here. From the House of X Nihilo, Petty, we're talking Blue Talisman. One of the best pickups of 2024 for sure. All right, so there you have it. Those are my 11. Those are my 11 favorite pickups for 2024. Again, this list and this video was very hard to do, man. So there's some fragrances in there, like I said, like Himalaya, that are in there. Silent Night is in there by Mason Daba. Seven Hills by Algabra is in there. Gin and Tonic from Ian Mikalev is in there. I picked up Danae and Palace Athene this year from Argos. So many. We can go on and on and on and on. But these were the 10 that got the nod, and I feel good about it. Still the hardest video ever done, but I feel good about it. So let me know down below in the comments what was some of your favorite pickups of the year. I would love to know what they are. How do you feel about my list compared to your list? Or if you just want to separate them and just enjoy the art of fragrance. That's what we should do. All right, so that's going to wrap it up, man. 2025 is fastly approaching. Can't wait to see what the year has in store for us all in 2025. All right, so be cool, be safe, take care of yourselves. Positive energy, positive vibes. Y'all know what it is, man. Spike it up, spike it down, spike that thing all around. And remember, what you put out to this world is exactly where you're going to get back. Peace, y'all. Until the next time. Should I do a part 2 of top 10? I ain't gonna do it. Until next time, peace, y'all. Splacker. Wait, splacker. I should just cut the video off. It just gets worse as we go.